So welcome back to the ballpark cricket ground in Gurgaon in the Delhi NCR. You're joining us for the Group E match between the Faridabad Fantoms and the Bangalore Lightning. Both teams won one, lost one. This is the final group game in Group E. Winner takes all. Winner of this match progresses through to the knockout stages, and the losers will unfortunately be knocked out of the tournament. I'm joined in the commentary box by Amit. Amit, how you doing? It's good to be here. I only got in yesterday morning, got straight off the plane and straight to the ground, and been watching the games back home in the UK, and really enjoyed the coverage. And you guys have been doing a great job, and now it's good to be on the other side of the line as we see a good start here from Sharma. Piyush Sharma, good young bowler. Still a teenager, so great to see him playing in this tournament. He's been the pick of the bowlers for the Bangalore team so far during the tournament. On strike is Nitin Bhatt. The weather has been a bit strange for this time of the year, Amit.
Yeah, absolutely. Usually in India, this is not the time when it rains. Usually the time is between June and July. And yes, rain is probably one of the biggest enemies of cricket. And we always try our best to stay away from rain as much as possible. This is the next delivery. Very well played towards the point area.
Arsted comes in there. Directed would have been close. Arsted was a bit slow coming out of the blocks there, but I don't think he thought there was a two, and he made some hard yards at the end, and I think a direct hit might have been tight. It'll be good to see a slow motion, maybe of the side angle, to see if that was an opportunity missed. See Sharma continue. Bowling that into the pads, just the one leg by. So here's the slow motion. Just dabbed it into the offside. Arsted comes around. Picks up one throw, one arm. Oh, no, fielder did well. Fielder did well there, but I think good running between the wickets there, Amit.
Yeah, absolutely, Wayne. I guess even if it would have been a direct hit, I guess the batsman had made it on time.
100%.
This time it's a wide. It was too outside of the off stump, way away from the reach of the batsman. On strike is Nitin Bhatt, and Kanishk Dalal is supporting him currently at the non-strikers, and Piyush Sharma. This is the very first over of this first inning. This time the batsman wanted to play a lofted shot. The ball was in the air for a while, but landed in the safe zone. Only one run, and with this single, we are done with the first over. After a first over, the score of Faridabad Fantoms is 6 for no loss.
Just been given my first coffee of the day. Thank you to Rifat. Hope it's got an extra shot in here, Rifat. So Piyush Sharma, off spinner. Also still a teenager, so a few good young players in this Bangalore side, mixed up with a few guys who are actually could be their fathers. A few of the players are double the age of Pandey and Sharma, and that's great to see. That's what Last Man Stands about. It takes all abilities and diverse backgrounds, as we see guys from different parts of India and different parts of the UK involved in this team. We've got Ben Arsted from Haslington area, which is in the north of England, or northwest of England, Cheshire to be exact. And Pandey starts with the wide. But their opening pair have been good for Bangalore Lightning throughout the tournament. They back each other up well. They've got a good bowling line up the Lightning side. They maybe a few batsmen light. So we've just seen a game, outstanding game earlier, Emmett, between two teams that were fancied coming into this tournament. Centurion, team from South Africa, really good side, but they've been knocked out of the tournament, which was a surprise. But the Delhi team, don't know what, well, as you see, they've played away. Great shot there from Dalal. Waited on the back foot and played it late and punches it between third man and backward point. So that's a great shot. Just stayed on it.
Yeah, it's a good shot, good timing. It was a square cut by Kanishk Dalal. A very good shot. Although the ball, what I personally feel, it was not a very bad ball,
No, it
but
wasn't.
it was a good shot on that particular ball. Shows the timing and conviction and particular skills of that particular batsman.
Yeah, because it's actually quite a big offside boundary, so I actually think he's bowled to where he wanted to bowl the ball. It's a small leg side boundary for the right-hander here, so you probably don't want to go too straight. You might be fearing the cross bat shot to the smaller leg boundary, so I think that's probably the reason why he's given a bit of room, but Dalal just stayed on it. In Indian conditions, it's very different to what I'm used to seeing in the UK. There's a lot more spin options bowling here. Nearly every one of the Indian teams has 2 or 3 spinners, where the overseas teams have come over here with 4 seamers. Some of them have got 5 seamers, and you need the spin options here in India.
Yeah, absolutely right, Wayne. Indian pitches are more helpful for spinners many of the times, and that's why you must have seen even in the so many tournaments and all the tournaments that usually happen in India, sometimes spinners start the inning, which is of course a kind of confusion or a kind of surprise for the other team, especially for the overseas team who expect pacers to start that particular inning. This is the third over going on. Piyush Sharma with the next ball. This time it's a slower, it was a shorter one. And yes, it was way too short that the umpire has given a wide. It was way above the head of the batter. Nitin Bhatt on strike, playing on 7 after facing 9 deliveries. We are in the third over. Let's have a look at the replay. Yes, it was way above. Again, a short of length delivery on the onside. Played with soft hands. Towards the square leg area, there was a fielder very quick on the ball, and the batter could take a single only.
So, Amit, you local to the area.
Yep.
Faridabad, can you just tell the viewers that are watching from around the world where Faridabad is? It's
Yeah, Faridabad is max to max 1 hour drive from here. If somebody drives faster, then they can reach quicker. That's what I personally feel. It is almost around 1 hour away from
so
here.
probably that means it's probably about a 45-minute run.
Yep.
Because in the traffic you go nowhere so far, what I've seen.
Absolutely, yes. When it's traffic, you know, in India, usually traffic starts from 5 p.m. I mean, heavy traffic starts from around 5 p.m. and till 10 or 11, there is a lot of struggle.
Yeah. So it's not far away. It's part of the Delhi NCR.
Yep.
The Delhi NCR, great catchment area for cricket.
Yeah.
Obviously the home of the Delhi Capitals. Good running between the wickets here. So Nitin Bhatt just struggling with his timing.
We're done with the third over and the score is 24 for none. Faridabad Phantoms. I guess that's a decent start. 24 for no loss after 3 overs. What's your take on this win?
Yeah, I think that the ground's drying out. We saw so much rain the last 2 days. I actually can't believe in the UK there's been no way we'd be playing cricket after the rain that we had yesterday and the day before. So the ground's starting to dry out. You can just see the outfield, the sun's coming out. So the wicket was given a good roll. There's a bit of moisture there to roll in, so that's going to glue the wicket together. So I think the moisture might actually help in terms of the back end of the tournament because it's held the wicket together. So I think 160, 170 is about par. Yeah, 8 and over. Hit straight down the ground. Fielder comes around.
Oh,
Although I think that's Rajesh, the captain out there. He had to put the skids marks on there. He was almost overrun it, but he adjusted his balance and he got the hand out. So well done there, Rajesh. That's airborne. Has he got enough? Fielder comes around. Oh, Eistedt. Good effort there from Eistedt, but let's give signal 6. Comes around. No, I don't think he could have done anything there, Mitt.
yeah, it was a good effort, but not enough to save that 6. I guess it's all about the timing. I guess he had his hand on the ball, but before he could throw that ball again in the boundary, I guess he was already inside the boundary.
Yeah, maybe to be critical, if you want to have a go, you could say he should be walking in from behind the boundary and then he could come inside. So let's go with that. Let's give Eistedt a bit of stick here. I know Ben Eistedt played a bit of cricket against him in the UK, so I'm going to say that Eistedt maybe should have been walking in from behind the boundary there. No, jokes aside, I think he's done well there. He's come in off the rope, one hand, and it would have been a spectacular catch if he was able to pull that off. So it's talking to Ben Eistedt. I was speaking to him earlier and he said a couple of his teammates from the UK club cricket will be tuning in, waking up early to watch the game. It's very early now in the UK. I think it's about 6 in the morning. So they might just be waking up and having their coffee and putting this. I don't know if they're watching it on YouTube or Facebook. But they'll be supporting Ben as Sahil comes into the attack. Sahil Seth, economical bowler. Quite an innocuous run-up, but he bowls good areas. He doesn't give too much to hit. So whoever wins this game will be through to the knockout stage, and they'll have a match this evening, a round 1 match. Goes straight down the ground, straight in front of the commentary box, and that's a well-hit boundary from Kanchik Dalal. So of the 2 batsmen, he's looking a bit more fluent. They both face 13. He goes on to 23. If we watch the replay, he's just had to make his own momentum there. No pace in the wicket, no pace from Sahil, so he's made his own pace. That's good batting. And he's forced Sahil to change his line. So we saw the Delhi guys doing this well in their innings, Amit, where they just, if the bowlers bowl in a certain area, they've adjusted their stance. You see again, yeah, so he's just gone a bit straight. He's now batting on off stump. It's another great shot. Really, this is a top little start to the innings here from Dalal. It's gone straight down the ground. He's forced Salil to go a bit wider, and now he's used the width and that's a calculated shot.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a great shot. He stepped out of his crease, got into the position quickly, and a beautiful cover drive. This time again a lofted shot towards the extra cover area. There's a fielder in the deep, and 2 is the call, and it could be a risky run. I guess Nitin was running towards the danger end, although very good running between the wickets by both the batters. And with the help of this double, we are done with 5 overs. Score is 44 for none. One good thing about Faridabad Phantoms is that they have not lost even a single wicket. Good for them. Bangalore Lightning continuously looking for some wickets, because they know if they allow Faridabad Phantoms to score some good amount of runs, it can be very difficult for them to go into the knockout stage.
Yeah, a new bowler here is Arstead, but you look at the two batsmen, one of them's striking at almost 200% and the other one's at 100%, so they're dovetailing well, but... Oh, but Arstead starts with the wicket. He points to the stumps. Great wicket and an even better celebration. It'll be good to see a slow motion here, Amit. Have a look at the wicket, but also have a look at the celebration.
Oh.
He points to the stumps. So, great start from Arstead. Butt was struggling though, wasn't he? Amit, he wasn't as fluent as Dalal. So the big wicket here for the Bangalore Lightning is Kanchik Dalal. So look at the projected score is 169.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a great delivery by Ben Isted. There was some sort of swing as well on that delivery, good length delivery, and the batsman had no idea how he could handle that particular ball, and the ball went right into the stumps. Brilliant start, I guess, really great for the confidence of this bowler. And finally, something that they were looking for. Finally, first wicket goes down of Faridabad Fantoms on a score of 44.
Yes, he's a batting all-rounder, Ben Arstead. So, starts with the wicket. Oh, and he's on the money again for the second ball. And this is good cricket here. All round, I like the intensity from the new batsman. Pushes into the covers, makes the fielder run in. But Arstead's bowling a great length here, just back of a length. That's where you want to be here. No room. There's a good start from Arstead here. That should just be two. Just one brilliantly fielded there, I think, by Jan Pan. Oh, and he hits the stumps, and that's unlucky. We were talking about that the other day. Sometimes in cricket we feel that rule could be wrong. I know in the SA 2020 competition recently played, they actually had a bylaw that you couldn't run once the stumps was hit. I quite like that because that's unbelievably well done, and it's just so unlucky, you know. It would have, I think if they actually gone for the two, that probably would have been a run-up. Anyway, unlucky there for young Pandya. Great fielding. So Arstead, great start. Just going for four. Can he complete the over? He's gone into the wicket that time. It's a great start from Ben. Just 5 off his first over. He's been doing quite well in the all-rounder rankings earlier in the tournament. One stage is in the tournament dream team. I think he's just slipped out of that, but if he has a good game here, he might find his way back into the dream team. For those of you at home wanting to know how you can get an update on the league tables, you go to lastmanstands.com/live and you can see all the group stages and all the league tables and all the batting rankings and the bowling rankings so far for the tournament. On airborne, fielder comes around. So the batsmen don't run there, but the reason for that is in last man stand there is a double play, so two guys can get out of one ball, and the non-striker has to stay at the non-striker's end, or he has to try and complete the steal where he runs to the keeper's end and touches back down. But we've seen a lot of the Indian teams not used to the rule and getting done by that rule during the tournament, Amit.
Yeah, absolutely, you're right, and probably one of the best rules of this particular tournament that I have also loved. And one more rule, that is if you hit a 6 on the very last ball of an inning, so it will be converted into a 12. It will be doubled basically.
Yeah.
So yes, these are few of the rules I personally like. And last man standing, as the name says, of this tournament.
Yeah, that's a signatory rule.
Yeah, last man can score 2, 4, and 6. He will have to run a double, and in order to get him out, the fielders will have to throw the ball towards the wicketkeeper, and then only the player can get run out.
So last man stands is played in 12 countries around the world, and if you're sitting at home watching the broadcast and would like to get involved in the league, go to lastmanstands.com, join, and you can register, and someone will be in contact either to place you in a team. And he's gone straight down the ground.
Oh.
That's a beautiful shot from Dalal. Just using his own momentum, coming down. He's a slightly built young guy, but he packs a punch when he hits them. Shuffles across his crease, down head still. That's a great shot. You see how he's taking a leg stump guard, but he just shuffles across every now and then. He's changing his... See, it goes across his stumps. Well, good comeback from Sahil. Sahil, Amit, I'm going to put you under pressure here. What would you think Bangalore Lightning in their team talks will be comfortable in chasing? What do you think they would be saying?
Oh, well, what I personally feel is, looking at the conditions and the previous match that we saw, I guess Faridabad Fantoms, anything above, if they score above 150, 160, I guess that might be a difficult chase for the Bangalore Lightning.
And we see another shot down the ground from Kanchik Dalal. He looks a class act. He's not trying to overhit the ball. He's keeping his shape. And that's one of the key things. The Delhi Lions did that here. Sometimes when you're under pressure, you might try and grip the bat a bit hard and really try and hit the cover off of it. He's just timing the ball superbly here, Dalal. Oh my word, that's a great shot. 6 over backward point, and that's his 50. What a knock. So Arsted adjusts there. He's been hit down the ground, goes short and wide, and he gets given the full treatment. I didn't think that was actually a bad change-up, but that is some shot. That's a big boundary out there, Amit.
Absolutely, it was a brilliant hit. Timing was excellent because not too much of strength was there behind that particular shot. Pure timing, I should say.
Yeah, I don't think viewers at home watching that will appreciate just how much of a good hit that is. That's a big boundary out there. He's a slightly built young man. Not a huge amount of pace in the wicket. And that's at least 70, 80 meters that he's cleared there. Phenomenal shot. One of the shots of the tournament for me.
Absolutely, Wayne. It was indeed a brilliant hit by Daman Ahuja, if I'm not wrong.
And it almost feels an injustice to play a shot like that and then have to leave. But in last man stands cricket, the depth of the team is important. Everyone gets involved. So when you get to 50, you retire and you can come back in when the 7th wicket falls. So he will be in the dugout, and it gives for the Phantoms an insurance policy. They've got their best batsmen in the crease, so that they can play with freedom now. They don't have to worry about wickets in hand too much. They've got their best player still to come back in. And if you get someone in the hat in last man stands for the 50 early, it really does set up your innings. Takes the pressure off the middle order.
Ooh. There was a bit of confusion between both the batters. Luckily, both the batters made in the crease on time.
So Arsted needs to try and recover this over. But he's not going to. This is becoming a big over here. He went for 5 of his first over. And then he's gone 4-6.6. So suddenly he's under a bit of pressure here, is Arsted.
It was a slower one by Iceland. I guess he
Yeah, I
tried
like
to.
the change up, but what I've noted again, that length is the length that seems to be fetching you. You've got to maybe pull it, drag your length back another half a meter or meter. That seems to be the length that's been successful so far in the day. And that's so well played. So the batsman well aware there that Arsted's been driven down the ground and sort of second guessing the length, and he's almost premeditated that, I think, and that's a great shot. So this is outstanding batting, and Arsted goes for 20 of that over after just going for 5 of his first over. So how quickly it can change. They're now suddenly going to 10 and over here. The new batsman, Daman Ajud Uja, he's got 13. He's raced to 13. And he's got joined by, I'll let you say that name there for me, Rupeshwar Singh Verma. Is that right?
Absolutely, it's Rupeshwar Singh Verma. There is a typo error,
Okay.
so there's no problem. It's Rupeshwar Singh Verma.
Oh, that's sloppy.
And if we take a look at the projected score, it is showing about 200 runs.
I think if they get that, they'll be delighted. I think to keep up the 10 and over, it's going to be tough. They've still got the left arm spin of Rajesh to come. Fade away, and this is cut ball. There's going to be 4 more. Sahil, oh no, Sahil. Oh. Sahil did well to get through that gap between the worldwide sports bet and the last man stands banner. I'd like to see the replay. I don't know how he got through that gap, but he did. Watch this in the replay. Comes around. He looks like he's going to take the banners out, and he just goes through the gap. Brilliant improvisation there from the fielder. That's Kerner out there. So, the local team, Faridabad, it's fair enough to call them local. Would you consider Faridabad local?
Yeah, absolutely. Faridabad is considered a local team. It comes in Delhi NCR only.
Yeah. So the geography of Delhi, you've got Gurgaon, where we are now. You've got Delhi, which is further north. Faridabad's in the east, is that right? Southeast?
Yes.
Southeast. You've got Noida in the north and the west.
Absolutely.
And all of them are big cricket hubs.
Yes, you got it right. When in Delhi NCR there are about 350 cricket grounds. So
Yeah.
there are a lot of options, and almost each and every ground and at each and every slot time they are almost full every time.
I mean, just here in Gurgaon, there must be about 100, huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You got it right.
Yeah.
People are crazy for cricket. You will rarely find any ground that where you won't see anybody playing.
Yeah. So the new bowler, Harpreet Kuna, he from the West Midlands. Talking of geography, Birmingham, West Midlands of England. So he's flown over to get involved in this tournament. He's a bit more known for his batting, but I haven't seen him bowl in the tournament, but this is the first time I've seen him with the ball. And he'll need to put in a good spell, yeah. I think Arstead going for 25 is forced to change. Sometimes in T20 you actually can bowl well and the batsman's just on fire. And Arstead was caught there by Dalal just seeing the ball and hit the ball. I don't think it was a terrible over. It's just one of those days where somehow everything you do was the edge. So good change up on the Bangalore teams, they've got Harpreet Kuna into the attack, and he picks up a wicket. And that's a big wicket because Ahuja was going well there. He had 14 from 6. Asked it first to go and give him a little fist pump. Watch the replay here. Good length.
Daman Ahuja was looking aggressive, and a very good wicket for Bangalore Lightning, but a major blow for Faridabad Phantoms. This is something that they would have not expected. Second wicket goes down.
It is a big blow because he was going well, but again, what I was saying earlier, when you've got your star batsman who's already got 50 in the hat, it's not as a bigger blow as if you've lost your best batsman. So I think they've got license to keep going here. That doesn't mean trying to slog every ball for 4 and 6, but it means you can play without worrying about wickets in hand, and that's always the easiest time to bat. When you're up front and you're worried about wickets falling, you've got to preserve wickets and try and score freely. That's quite tough, but when you've got a clear mindset and you can go out and express yourself, it's a lot easier. And still other guys are going to have to do the job. There's still 55 deliveries to be bowled in this innings, which is a lot of cricket, but they have got Dalal still to come back in. Oh, Kuna just going a bit too straight, not far off his mark there. It's a tidy over this from Harpreet. You'll be wondering why he hasn't been given a spell earlier in the tournament. I might be wrong, but I don't think I've seen him bowl in this first few games, and he's put his hand up here, and so far he's going well. Can he complete the over? Oh, the run out. There could be a chance here. Oh! That should have been out, Amit. I think if he took that cleanly, let's have a look at the replay there.
Yeah.
I don't think that was the best running between the wickets. I do think there was 2 there. Rajesh hasn't got the strongest arm. Didn't get behind the stumps. Just needed to get behind the stumps. Oh, that should have been out. So could that come back to haunt them?
I guess there was some lack of coordination between both the batters. I guess if the coordination would have been right, there could be a chance of
I think
second
there's a 2 there because you've got to know who the fielders are. And Raheja, how do I put this politely, he's on the wrong side of 35. So I know myself, once you get beyond the 40 mark, your shoulder goes and your throwing isn't quite as what it used to be as a young person. So I think if you're aware of that now, you can be taking on those fielders, because you saw that was 2, 3, 4 bounces before it got to the stump, where maybe a younger fielder out there could throw one flat straight over the top. So that's something to be aware of. As a team, those small margins in the dugout, you should be talking about it and saying, next time we hit to him, let's go hard.
Yeah, that's right, Wayne. Age plays a very major role, especially in sports. Cricket is a very competitive game, and in order to be at the top at every moment, fitness level plays a major role.
Yeah, I mean, to be credited, Rahej looks fit, but there's nothing you can do once your shoulder's gone. Your arm, I suppose you can maybe go and do a few shoulder presses and try and strengthen up your arms, but unfortunately when your arm's gone, it's gone. You can be as fit as you like. There's just nothing you can do about that, and I think they got away with that, but that should have been an easy 2, I think. And you see the good teams in these tournaments that go deep, they're looking for those small little, so 1-2% is where you can gain the advantage then. for me now, if he's going to field it mid-off, every time you hit it to his right or left, you say 2. Because what that can also do is it can force the misfield and suddenly a 1 becomes a 4, you know. So if the Sahil's going to bowl it outside off stump, I'd be targeting Rahesh there and trying to push the 2s. Let's cut around. Let's hit that straight to the youngster. I wouldn't be taking on that arm. So they've got a third man here, a wide third man. They've got a cover point on the boundary. And then they've got a wide mid-off. The areas for scoring on the offside, maybe the late cut down to fine third man or straight down the ground. Well bowled from Sahil Seth.
This is the 11th over going on of this inning. On strike is Gagan Sodhi. A very good cut towards the point area. There's a fielder in the deep collecting the ball. Single has been taken. That leads Rupeshwar Singh Verma to come back on strike and face Sahil. Sahil has been a little expensive at this time in his spell. Struggling.
You can finish with 2 dots, then you'll feel like it's an okay spell. Slightly expensive, you would feel as look at Jeremy, it is Puna who's coming in from third man, and Sahil Seth who's just bowled his Murky to third man. They're not the most agile in the field, and they're down at third man for a reason. So another player you could be looking to is just a little dab onto the offside, just maybe behind square, and it's a 2 every time. So those are some things you've got to look at. If there's any width here, you can target that. The fielding is a big part of last man stands. Puna goes well, goes full, just the 1. So this is a good spell from Puna, going for just 4 off his first over, picking up the wicket.
To stay away from rain as much as possible. This is the next delay.
See, yeah, that's the area there. You see in slow motion there. Oh, there we go. He's got away with that. He's got away with that. So no ball, but 3 hits. Sloppy fielded. So Puna, who's in the team as a batting all round, he gives it a bit of a hit. He's done well. The ball, up until that point, he had held his nerve, but let's see what happens here. Is he going to pay for it? Great shot. Bill's going to. That's a brilliantly put away there from Sodhi. Projected score 180. Amit, do you think they're going to score more than that, or do you think that's projected score is quite accurate at the moment?
Well, what I personally feel is if they don't lose many wickets from here, maybe a 1 or 2 only, then I can say that they can easily make this score of 180, and 180 will be a very challenging total, anything above 180. Well, what I personally feel is this time it was a brilliant hit, a flick from here, maybe a 1 or 2 only, then I can say that they can easily, he took the advantage of the speed only. It was pure timing, pure shot selection.
That was a great shot. On again, he's gone again. So, Sodhi, very similar to what happened with Arsted. He only went for 4 in his first over, and then went for 20 in his second over. They've got Arsted out the attack. Kuna comes in, goes for 4 of his first over, and now I think he's gone for, well, it's well over 20. Amit, you can do the maths for me, but this is a big over here and it's not finished.
Absolutely. Took the advantage of the speed only. That was not pure a very timing, good ball, pure shot bowl. Selection. It was a full toss delivery on the onside. Very easy for the batter to pull it off, especially for a batter who hit that brilliant 6 on the previous delivery. Similar shot, delivery was different, but in the same area, and even the 6 was in the same area. Brilliant hit for sure.
So that's, I think, completes Harpreet Kuna's spell. 1 for 25, he went for 4 of his first over, so there's 2 overs in this innings that have already gone for 20.
And now we will be looking forward for the 50, the highlights of the inning where Kanishk Dalal has made a half century.
Yeah, it was a superb innings as we watch how he got to his 50. This is a really classical last man stands in it. We'll come back to that in a second. As the new bowler is Pratish Pandey. Firmly hit. That's a great shot. Not easy against the spin. Inside out through extra cover. And this is a pattern display of no chip from the Faridabad Fantoms. Firmly hit. That's a great shot. So he looks against the spin of his legs for 6. Now he goes the other way. This time off the back foot. Fielder goes a bit wider there. So Gogo and Soda, he's on track potentially for the fastest 50 of the tournament. The way he's going here.
Oh.
Again, the fielder comes around. Big man out there, Kuna, and again, another boundary.
Sodhi is on fire.
He's hitting it all over the park here. They've got the 2 big men, the Bangalore Lightning on the offside, a 3rd man, and they've now moved Kuna to from back end point to comes around extra cover. So there's a huge big gap man out there, Kuna, and again another boundary cover now. And it found that gap, and I don't think he's intended it to go there, but it's exactly where you need it to go. So he's making the big men work here. So he'll look shattered out there. .35 from 14. 3 blows away from his 50 here. Pandey hasn't gone for many runs in this tournament, but suddenly he's found himself under pressure as they move the fielders around. He's bowled a bouncer there now. Fielder comes around. A good change-up for Pandey. A lot of frustration in that ball, Amit. As they move the fielders around. How would you describe this, Amit? It's just a bouncer, isn't it?
Absolutely. It was a short of length ball. I guess the short selection could have been better.
A good change. I think that's a bit of frustration there from him, but also maybe smart play. I don't think he's expected that. You know, we've noticed, as I said earlier on, is that a lot of the spinners here do use that tactic of going into the wicket when they're under pressure.
What I personally feel is, I guess Sodhi did his job. A good knock by him, 35 of 14 deliveries only. I guess it's a good contribution, quick contribution by him, and he has already made a base. Of course, the earlier batsman as well did the same thing, but I guess he again paced up the run rate, which went a little down earlier.
100%, because also he's aware that they've got Dalal in the hat, so you might look at that and say it's a silly shot, he didn't need to do that, but he knows, and that's where the value of getting that 15 retired allows Sodhi to play, and he's playing for the team there, you know. Now, Mohammed Papa, I hope he goes well here. He gives the ball a lot of air, Amit, so you won't be seeing too much. He might go into the wicket, but generally he goes high. There we go. He's got a bit flatter. Well done, Popal. Speaking to Ben Arsted earlier, he said he's been in the nets after his first game. He struggled in his first game. He bowled the one over and he's taken out the attack. I know he's flown a long way from England to be involved in this match, and it'd be good to see him getting an extended spell here. There we go. There's his flight.
Oh.
So this is a dangerous time for the Bangalore Lightning. I liked his first one. They just got a bit flatter. Long way from England to be involved in this match, and can't afford to give it too much air here. Extended spell here. There we go. Coming off his flight.
Oh.
So this is a dangerous time for the Bangalore Lightning. I liked his first one. They just got a bit flatter. Oh, you got away with that. I thought that was going to be in the football field there.
I guess Mohammad is continuously trying to bowl flighted deliveries, but
he's a leg spinner, and I don't think he's got 100% control of what he's doing there, but it's not easy bowling wrist spin.
yeah.
I like that option there, though. Just bowl it into the wicket. There's no pace on the ball. It's not bouncing high.
Yeah.
I don't think he needs to give it any flight. Rather go short here than too full.
Yes, you got it right, Wayne. I guess the control over this bowling, Mohammad is, I guess, struggling while bowling. And this time, I guess it's a beamer. It's a no ball, too high for the batter. He has played it towards the fine leg area. Ball running towards the boundary, and I guess the ball could not clear the boundary.
Just ran out of petrol there in front of the shell sign there.
And if I'm not wrong, it's 3 runs on that ball, right?
3 plus, but I
3
think
plus.
he knows it's 4 plus the free hit.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going pear-shaped, Jerry. Started off well there, Mohammed. Papa, I was wishing him well here, but I think he might just be getting the one over here. But can he find a wicket? That's a free hit, so it wouldn't be a wicket. Well fielded by Ray. Yes. So in the end, he's only gone for 13. Could have been worse. Could have been worse. So 13 off that over. They're going at 10 here, though. So projected score 203.
What I feel, Wayne, is correct me if I'm wrong. The kind of deliveries Mohammad Popal bowled in this over, I guess 13 is still fine. It could have been even more.
Yeah, because there was quite a few beamers there. So I actually think, he's got away with a few, and I don't think they'll be too unhappy with that. No one wants to go for 13 and over, but when you look at the batsman and the score, the team's conditions here, and they're having to find a fifth bowler, I think he might only be getting one over though, because Pandy's still got one to come. I think Sharma's still got 2, so that's 3. It's going to be interesting to see who bowls these final 6 overs here. Will they give Asted another throw of the dice? Sharma's definitely going to bowl 2. Running hard, yeah. That's going to be buys. So Bangalore Lightning under big pressure now. They don't want to be chasing a score of 200. They need to find 2 or 3 overs where they can avoid a boundary. I think they'll be okay with 175, 180. But that's gone straight down the ground. Fielder comes round and brilliantly fielded there. Outstanding work. So Sharma, he saved a certain 3 runs there. 175, 180. Like it was going all the way. That's gone straight down the ground. Fielder comes round and brilliantly fielded there. Brilliantly caught from Arstead. Going for the double play. That's an outstanding catch out there. Just what they needed. Didn't want to palm that one over the ropes. So that's just the momentum shift that they might need here. Good to see Arstead also aware of the opportunity for the double play. He's new to last man stands. I think this is his first tournament, so he's picked up on the rules quickly there. And luckily for the batting team, they were onto that. Good to see a replay of that. There's been a few drop catches today, but Arstead calmed himself, kept his head still. It's going all the way. Position. It's gone straight down the ground. Fielder comes round and brilliantly fielded there. Here's the replay. Oh, brilliantly caught from Arstead. Easy in the end, but that's a good catch.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a brilliant catch. It was a brilliant catch, and I guess it was Ben in the deep. Yeah.
He's on a plane back to the UK tonight. This is his final game. So he's taken off work. His boss was very generous to let him get off work late notice to play in this tournament. But he's making his way back to Haslington. So here's the skipper. He's delayed quite a long time. I'm surprised Dinesh has waited this long to bowl himself. I think it's been crying out for some left arm spin. Maybe his confidence is a bit down. He got, I think the Jaipur Dolphins got onto him a bit, so maybe he's lost a bit of confidence on that. But I felt that he needed to be bowling 4 overs here, and at the very most he's only going to bowl 3. Keeper, just a bar. But Dinesh Raheja, experienced cricketer, plays his cricket down in Devon. Good club cricketer. Plays in the Devon Premier League, if I understand correctly. It's getting a bit sloppy here. It's all happening. Direct hit. Just the tiredness is setting in here. Faridabad Fantoms putting the Bangalore fielders under pressure. Well bowled here from Raheja. I think he needed to be on a little bit earlier here, Amit. This is a good start. Just offering something a little bit different. You always want an option to turn the ball away from the bat. He's bowling to a game plan here.
Yeah, it's a good start by Dinesh Raheja. This is the first over of his spell, especially considering the condition, the situation of this particular match where Faridabad Fantoms is continuously hammering for some big runs. One, this time, towards the cow corner area, and Ben is there, if I'm not wrong, collecting the ball. Single has been taken, and one good thing so far that I've noticed about Faridabad Fantoms is that even after losing regular interval wickets, they are still maintaining a good, healthy run rate.
Yeah, and again, so much credit of that goes to the opening batsman. I like to use the word the insurance policy. He's gone in, and all the batsmen feel like they've got nothing to lose because they can go and play freedom, and if they do get out, they've got someone there to come in at the back end and capitalise. But you spot on, Amit. They just kept the pressure on all the time. And talking of pressure, Ben Arstead will feel under pressure. He went for 20 off his last over. Starts with a full toss. He got away with that. He got away with that, did Ben Arstead. That's better. That's where he wants to be. So had a good first over, just going for 5. Then he went for 20 in his second over. He will be hoping to restrict the boundaries in this over. Fielder comes around. He's giving him, that's out. So Raheja, I was talking about taking on the older man at mid-off. He's obviously proved me wrong. Throw over the stumps and well fielded to Dinesh Raheja there. But again, I feel they're taking their chances there because they know they've got their star batsman to come here. So they won't be too upset about that. Fielder comes around. Will the Bangalore guys either giving him? That's out. So So this is a Group D match, the final match of Group D. Jaipur Dolphins have topped this group. They were the standout side of this group, and this is a match to see who finishes second in this group as Aste continues. That one out the back of the hand, it looked like they were met. Just rolling his fingers over it.
Yeah, Ben is trying to do some experiments, which is very much needed, because especially considering the second over of his spell that he bowled previously was a very expensive over. He's a young guy, I believe, and continuously trying to gain his confidence back. This time a lofted hit, absolutely straight, a good fielding effort, but not enough to stop that ball going past the boundary.
I think he did all the hard work. He got around to it. I feel he maybe should have. He'll be disappointed there.
Was a very expensive
Watch
over.
the
He's a
replay.
young guy, I believe, and continuously trying.
So the fielder does well here. He gets around to it, and once he's done the work, you think he gets stopped. I think he should have stopped that.
A good fielding effort, but not enough to stop that ball going.
But they've dragged it back a little bit here, Amit. It's not looking as dangerous as it was looking. The projector's 187. They'll want another tight over. Pandy's got two of the three overs to go. So Rahejab might bowl one of them. But Pandy's got two, and he's been expensive here, but he's... I don't know if his bowling figures are correct there, but...
This time he's played it towards the cow corner area. Fielder there, good running between the wickets by both the batters. It was not looking like an opportunity for the double run, but somehow both the batters made it. Brilliant running. This is the fifth over.
No, I think
of his spell.
no, that's not. That's not. I think that
I guess that's a technical glitch.
there's a technical glitch there. So ignore the figures from Pandy there. That needs to be sorted out. But Pandy is a good young cricketer. He's local to the area. It's a bowling all-rounder. He's been outstanding this tournament. But first time in the tournament he's under pressure. A great shot there. 4 runs. That goes smashing into the boundary boards. They just keep coming here, the Faridabad Phantoms. No respite for Bangalore Lightning. A great shot there. 4 runs. That goes... And now it's gone for the Dilshan. Not quite coming off. So 11 balls remain in this innings. 2 a ball will get them to 190.
Oh,
Good straight up. Fielder coming around. Poise as well. Good catch. Could be a double play. So that's well taken out there on the boundary. They have held their catches here, well, the Bangalore Lightning today, so that's one thing they've done well. Their ground fielding at times hasn't been always there, but their outfield catching's been good.
oh.
Good straight up, fielder coming around. Just poise as well. Good catch, could be a double play.
"18 overs gone, and the score of Faridabad Phantoms is 168 for 6. There was probably some technical glitch where we were seeing the 5th over going on off the spell of Pratush Pandey.
Yeah, so Raheja now, he's just gone for 4 for 1 over. I'm surprised he hasn't got a second, given himself a second or third over, because he's really been effective in that 1 over. Left arm spin. Right-hand batsman taking the leg side boundary out the equation a bit more. And I feel he should have bowled at least 3 overs here. I'm surprised he's only given himself the 2 over spell here.
And what's your prediction, Wayne, from here, how many more runs Faridabad Phantoms can score in the next 10 balls.
Well, they still got their retired batsmen to come back in, yeah. So I think they're on track still for 190, 195. Field's coming around. This is Arsted. Oh, and Arsted drops a sitter. Oh my word! He's normally got safe hands. He comes around, steadies himself. What has Ben Arsted done here? Well fielded there by the big man. We're just saying their catching's been outstanding. And Ben Arsted looked like he was catching an ice cream out there. Good to see a replay there. I'm sure the guys at Haslington will be looking for a replay. Ball goes up. Not that one. So good comeback here from Dinesh Raja. Been outstanding with his 9 deliveries so far. Just so surprised that he's only given himself the 10 deliveries yet. In the pick of the bowlers, and he's only bowled himself 2 overs. Could he be regretting that at the end of the day? So Arsted will be bowling the last over of the day. That was a good over from Rajed there. Suddenly the projected score's only 181. Arsted will want to finish strongly here. He dropped an absolute dolly earlier. I'm sure we'll have a look at that now. Just watch this here. Absolute sitter. Comes around. He's got to make the amends with the ball here. So he's actually been good with the ball. Arsted. He was expensive in his second over, but he's bowled a good first over, good third over, and he started his last over well, Amit. So he's gone for 20 in 1 over, and he's still only gone for 34. So it's going to be all about how he finishes here. Very well fielded out there by the youngster. Well fielded, young man. I think that was Sharma out there. They pulled it back right here, Bangalore. And well bowled from Arsted, just out the back of the hand, so he hasn't let that drop catch affect him. Showing nerves of steel, but this is a big ball now, Amit. As you say, you're talking about the last ball of the innings. If it's hit for 6, it's worth 12, so Ben Arsted will be looking to avoid the home run of the last one, which will take them to 187. I think he's avoided the home run, but still 4, but 4's better than 12, Amit, so.
Yeah, absolutely. What I personally feel about Ben, as much as I've seen him till now, I guess he has got the skills. I guess he was experimenting. He lost his confidence in that second over of his spell where he was hit for some good amount of runs. I guess if he works on his nerves and perseverance, I guess he can be a great asset, even a greater asset for his team.
Yeah, he's a batting all-rounder, so in club cricket he's more known for his batting, but he's a wicket taker usually. So he comes in, takes wickets. He's an attacking cricketer, and yeah, I think he's got a good cricket future ahead of him. But coming back to this match. He's got a big job to do, but we want to watch this 50 from Dalal. That is a top knock there. Amit, talk me through this 50 here.
Yeah, absolutely. He played brilliantly. Both the batters in the very first partnership of this inning, not only they were making sure they don't lose any wicket, at the same time they had the conviction in the rest of the batting lineup. That's why they were playing with their own feel, with the confidence that okay, even if we go for hitting and even if we lose our wickets, then also we have some good amount of backup. So that's a great mindset, and that allows the batters to play their original game.
Yeah, you see what he did though is he didn't let the bowlers bowl to him. He dictated the play. He shuffled across his stump. Sometimes he came down the wicket. Sometimes went deep in his crease. He was just making the batsmen know that if they missed their areas, he was going to punish, and he executed superbly. And that's a glorious shot there. Not only did he go for the big shots, those are the little intricacies, pushing the balls into the gaps for ones and twos. I love the way he just came down the wicket every now and then. There you see that. That's a great shot. That for me is an outstanding shot. Just that wasn't a half volley by any means. Head still, momentum through the crease. Another great shot. Just good hands. He didn't try and overhit it. And this is for me the shot of the tournament so far. Watch this shot for you, those of you at home.
Oh.
What a shot. New balls, please. So now we're just going to watch the general highlights. That was a well-played knock from Dahal, but the overall highlights from the first innings. A lot of that's going to feature Kanesh Dalal.
And here we are watching the general highlights of this first inning. We have seen Kanishk Dalal playing some good hands. Not only he scored some good amount of runs, at the same time he was looking so confident while playing those shots. All the shots were really confident. It was not like he was playing here why. So yes, indeed some good batting by him, and not only Kanish Dalal, even after he lost his wicket we saw some good hands by some other batsmen as well. Faridabad Phantoms continuously made sure in the first inning that even after losing wickets they were maintaining a good healthy run rate, which was pretty much the need of the hour. This is a very important match for both the teams, Faridabad Phantoms and Bangalore Lightning. Whoever wins will go into the knockout stage. And for sure Faridabad Phantoms has taken a good start. Let's see how Bangalore Lightning replies them in the second inning. It's not going to be an easy target for sure. Let's see how Faridabad Phantoms bowl in the second inning. You're currently seeing some good hands by Kanishk Dalal and by other batters as well. These are the overall highlights of the first inning.
for this. भाई यही कर लियो। कर रहा हूँ मैं कर दूंगा मैं एक बात नहीं कर 200 230 कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। उसने बोला उससे बोल दे कि उसने बोला 3 भी कर देगा, 3 भी डिलीवर कर देगा। उसी बंदे से बोल दे, लोकेश से बोल दे, कर देगा हमारी। नहीं मैं तो मर गया कल तक। शाम तक शायद अब आइए।
we're almost about to get underway for the second half of this match. Faridabad Fantoms, the local side, 179 from their 20. So exactly 9 and over needed from Bangalore Lightning. Ground starting to dry up a bit. They've had the roller out. He's rolling wickets for the next 2 days. Perfect time to roll the wicket. There's still a bit of moisture from the previous 2 days' rain. And it's amazing to see what a great job they do here at Ballpark Cricket Ground. Amit, they've got wonderful facilities, wonderful ground staff. And we're just very grateful to be at this facility. And how they've managed to get these wickets playable after the rain, that wasn't expected, Amit. Is this your first time to this ground? Have you been here a few times?
Yeah, Ben, this is the first time I've been to this ground. This is the second day. Yesterday was my first day. And yes, I'm also kind of amazed by the facility, because the way they are making sure that they can take out some excess moisture after the rain so that the game can be continued is really commendable.
I was saying earlier, Amit, that the rain percent, when we're looking at scheduling this event, we looked at the rainfall forecast predictions for early March, and it was less than 2%. So we thought that this was a safe bet. There would be no chance of rain. We got you. Everyone said, don't ignore the forecast, not going to rain. And then we've had 2 days where it's bucketed down. So I'm no scientist. Might be the global warming, but whatever it is, it wasn't expected.
Yes, you're right. Even when I saw the weather forecast, there was no chance of rain. But even you're talking about the entire March month, when you saw in the beginning that whether it will rain or not. I was seeing it on the same day, 2 days ago, and there was no chance according to that particular app.
Yeah.
And still it rained after 1 hour or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, what's the use of then?
Yeah. So the Bangalore Lightning, what I'd say is they almost like an international team. They've got players from all over India and England. So Dinesh Raheja, he plays his club cricket down in Devon. He's a solid player, compact player. And then Harpreet Gruner, he's a LMS player in the Birmingham League. And he's been sent in to open. So Sodhi, who was very good at the bat, he's opening the bowling. Ben Arsted normally opens the batting, but maybe they've decided to go with a pinch hitter in the form of Gruner to try and get them off to a flyer. I'm surprised they haven't gone with Arsted, but I think it's just a slight change of tactics, maybe with 180 on the board or chasing 180. Gruner, he's going to be given license to try and get off to a fast start here. Big shot for LBW. Going to run straight down the middle of the track. And he will be hoping he doesn't have to do too many twos, Amit. I don't think he's been sent in the up front to be running twos. But he's managed to get 2 leg bars there.
Yes, it was good running between the wickets by both the batters. And looking at the action of Gagan Sodhi, he's got some unique
edged!
chance.
You know what? In the last man stands cricket, you are allowed to take a 4-2 field in the first 4 overs, a power play. And I've seen people put slips in those first 4 overs. You put a slip in and you bolt it offside, and that's an opportunity. They're big edge. Keeper dives.
It was a very thick edge. Difficult for the wicketkeeper, as the ball had deviated a lot.
Gruner's he's going to go again. Yeah, there's good running from the big man. So Gruner, he's already picked up 2 doubles in his first over here. He'll be hoping for a single or a boundary here. So 9 off the first over already. They're on target. Oh, the keeper. Again, the slip would have been in the business again there. So Faridabad Fantoms, maybe not aware of the fact that in the first 4 overs you are allowed to go 4-2. And if you've got a bowler who's bowling outside that off stump like that, it's maybe worth going for 4-2 field, maybe sacrifice your fine leg and going maybe deep mid wicket mid on and then getting another one on the offside. You've got to have the bowlers to be able to execute when you're doing that, because only having 2 fields on one side of the wicket's tricky, but at least you then bowl into an area and you're making the batsman change his game plan. So 10 of the first over. New bowler is Prasun Shrivastava. Unit, wagon wheel, quite a few going down to third man. They've got the left hand, right hand combination. Dinesh Raheja just faced the one delivery so far. I think him and Arstead are arguably the 2 standout batsmen for Bangalore Lightning. The 2 youngsters in Pandey and Sharma also give it a good hit. So I think that's going to be your top 5. I think you'll probably have Arstead maybe at 3, and then the 2 youngsters at 4 and 5. I'm loving this effort from Kuna. He's a big man, but he runs the first one hard, and that's great to see, Amit.
Yeah, absolutely, Wayne. He's a big guy, Harpreet Kaur, and he's agile also, because the way he has taken 2 doubles in the previous over, and even now we can see this time it's an appeal, and
oh, he signals he's got bats. He's not happy, but the umpires stuck him, and he's looking, he's saying he's got bats on it. We don't have the stickometer here. There's no, unfortunately, there's no. Let's have a look here. Ooh. I can't see any bat, but we don't know. He's signaling bat, but we'll have to get another slow-mo of that. We'll leave the viewers at home make their decision. The umpire's given him, and that's all that counts. Watch this one closely. I don't know. Amit, what's your thoughts?
I guess it was a very close call, considering Harpreet, the way he was signaling his bat. I guess he knows better. From here, we can only assume. We can only.
We don't have the advantage of snickometer.
Yeah.
Maybe something that we can look to bring in 2032.
That's right, Wayne. So first wicket goes down in the form of a big wicket, huge wicket of Harpreet Kaur. He was looking good. Not only he was trying to hit continuous boundary, at the same time he was looking forward to the strike rotation as well. He was focusing on both areas, but could not elongate his inning.
So I actually like this play of getting Pandey up the order. He's a free-flowing batsman, and I think it's a good move. I'll tell you why it's a good move, because Arstead is what I would say is an accomplished player, and I think they might want to use him in the finisher type role here. They want to try and get ahead of the rate, and then let Arstead just play within himself. So he might come in at 4-5, but Pandey, he will, if he bats 20 balls, he'll get 50. He's that type of player. There's a lot of runs going down to third man here. We haven't seen too many of this. This is frustrating for the Faridabad Fantoms. They haven't bowled badly at all yet. Possibly they could look to get their third man a bit finer, possibly make use of the power play where you go 4-2 field. There hasn't been any runs really through the leg side yet, so they're bowling in that channel outside off stump, which does mean maybe you want to get the extra fielder across.
You're absolutely right, Wayne. And you know, as you mentioned earlier, that the fielding team might sacrifice the deep third man fielder, and they can instead put uh, a slip so that these kind of miss hits can be stopped.
Well, what you also do is you get the batsman, you get in their head, and you're thinking maybe he thinks instead of just playing through the offside now, maybe got to shuffle across and try and go leg side, and that brings the LBWs and bowls into play. But at the moment, if he's going to be bowling in that channel outside off stump, then he's missing a trick in my view of having a fine leg. I don't think you need that. If he's going to bowl wicket to wicket and straight, yeah, then keep the fine leg in there. But we've seen Pandey, he hits it cleanly through the offside. There's a huge gap here between third man and backward point. He's gone into the wicket, so he's gone straighter. So I think that's the right line to be bowling if you're going to be having the three on the leg side. So good from I think that's Sodhi. Good from Sodhi there. There's a clear tactic to go into the wicket at the body now. Got an awkward action. Almost like he bowls almost off the wrong foot, Amit.
Yeah, it's a unique action. Rare to see Gagan Sodhi bowling a second over of his spell. It was a better delivery, but unfortunate for the bowler and the fielding team. Wicketkeeper tried his best but could not stop the ball going for the boundary.
That was actually very well bowled, but delivery there, Amit. I think that's jagged back quite sharp. It'd be interesting to see the replay here. Oh, that's gone a long way. That's he's bowling big. It's hooping in big time here. Good energy here. Direct hit, I think, would have been out. But Pandey, he's been sent in here to bring a bit of energy to the crease, and that wasn't expected. The keeper wasn't standing at the stumps. Bit of sloppy play from Faridabad Fantoms, but I think maybe if he hit, that might have been tight there, Amit.
Absolutely. Direct hit would have costed a wicket here for Bangalore Lightning.
So he's definitely changed his tactics here. Sodhi, he hasn't given as much width as he did in that first over, and he's bowling into the wicket, into the body of the two batsmen. And Bangalore Lightning, they've got 28, but doesn't feel like they should be on 28 from 3. There hasn't really been, there's been one shot from Pandey through the offside, but there hasn't been an outstanding shot really here. Just, there's been a 4 bars, there's been 2 edges down to the boundary, but they all count, and they bang on the run rate. So this is shaping up to be an exciting game here.
Yes, Wayne, you're absolutely right. These 28 could have been 12 or 15 only. We saw many miss hits.
Pandey somehow found a way to get that over the keeper's head. How has he done that, Amit? I thought he was going to be in all sorts of trouble there. I thought LBW or bowled, but he just kept his eye on the ball. That's a great shot. Have a look at the replay of that, but he looked like he was in a bit of trouble. Somehow he got out of jail there.
Yes, they are trying to take some risk. I guess even when we saw that double, it was a kind of calculated risk, where the batter saw that the fielder was quite away from the stumps, so he tried for the double.
He's gone again, and this time he's played it late, so he's obviously been working on that in the nets, and that's outstanding batting. He's given himself the option to go leg side or offside there. I really would like to see that replay. Again, just so late, he looks like he's in a bit of trouble. He just adjusts his shot. That's a great shot. That's an unbelievable shot. So he's looking, I think, initially to go leg side there, Met, and then realizes that it's not there for that, and he just adjusts it. 20 years ago, that shot wasn't really in the game. Maybe even 10 years ago, that shot wasn't really around, but brilliant batting. Now he goes down to extra cover. So great start from Patush Pandey and justifying the skipper's decision to get him in number 3. This is going to be close. The way things are going, it's hard to pick a winner from here, Amit.
Currently looking neck to neck. I guess this match is highly unpredictable, at least from here.
Very much so. It's going to come down to small margins here. I think Dinesh Raheja now feels going to play the anchor role, while Pandy's at the crease. Pandy will be probably playing a little bit more risk. His role will be to try and score a strike rate of around 200%. It's gone again. So this is outstanding, but the field has come all the way from a third man position. So well done for the fielder, a bit of awareness there. He's had to go all the way from third man to cover it down at fine leg, but he's giving the bowling team something to think about here, Pandy. So run rate required, 9 and over. Current run rate just over 9. But sustaining 9 to the whole innings is going to be tough. So they're going to need to keep going, yeah. I feel Bangalore Lightning are probably 1 or 2 batsmen light. They've got a good top 5. After that it falls away a little bit. They still got Sharma and Asted to come. So Raheja just playing within himself here, Amit. Looking to play with low risk. He'll just be looking to knock it around. 1s and 2s. Maybe see off the bad ball. I think Pandy's going to be the one here to up the rate. Straight down the ground. Just the 1. So the power play over is finished. Not that they made use of the power play. The power play in the first 4 overs, you're allowed to go 4-2. And Pandy, every ball he's faced at the spin, he's gone for the lap shot. This time he uses his feet, comes down the ground. Good adjustment from the bowler. So this is a great match at the moment here. Amit, I'm really enjoying it. It's hard to pick a winner from here.
Yeah, absolutely. One great thing about this match currently is that the match is going neck to neck. This time ball after shot played absolutely straight for a boundary. No chance for any fielder whatsoever. No fielder was even close to stop that ball. Brilliant hit, great timing.
And for those of you watching Last Man Stands for the first time and thinking it's easy to score boundaries with only 6 fielders, you must remember that all 6 fielders are on the boundaries. So it's not always as easy as you think just to score boundaries. Sometimes it's actually harder than T20 to score boundaries because you've got 6 boundary runners. And Dinesh, oh, that's a lovely shot from Dinesh. Well aware of where the fielders are. This is a great little start to the innings here from the Lightning.
.50 also up for Bangalore Lightning with the help of this 4.
And you see, as we watch the replay, they brought up the Last Man Stands join sign. So those of you sitting at home on your couch and enjoyed a reverse sweep and want to get out there and try a few reverse sweeps, it's Last Man Stands leagues in India starting. Got leagues coming up all over England with the summer season approaching. Pandy uses his feet straight down the ground, just the 1. And I think this is going exactly according to plan for Bangalore Lightning. They wanted to get ahead of the rate. Dinesh is going to be the anchor. And then they've got Asted to come around, who would be comfortable chasing 7 or 8 and over at the back end. So once you get ahead of the rate, it really does take a bit of pressure off the middle order. It's nothing worse than the middle order when you have to score more than 2 a ball. Pandy's playing a blinder here. Outstanding young cricketer, this Pandy. Good off spinner. He was a bit off the boil with his bowling today, but he's making amends with the bat. Superb bat in here. Got everything. Goes down the ground again. That's 6 more. So he's brought out reverse sweep. He's played the Dilshan. And just as the bowler thinks he might try it again, he's now changed up his game plan and he's hitting straight. So it's not easy to bowl against this. As I'm joined in the commentary box by Bjorn Briggs. Bjorn, you joined at a great time. Young Pandy is playing a blinder here.
Yeah, it's a good time to be in the comms box. It's exciting cricket to watch. Pressure on the bowler here. 118 off 71 balls required.
Well bowled and well adjusted. This is really good cricket, Bjorn. Oh, this could be tight. Good arm.
Good running. Good
really
cricket.
Good cricket all round, isn't it?
So Dinesh Raj is on 20 from 10. And Pandy's on 30 or 14. Both incredible strike rates.
And it's easy to think that Bangalore Lightning are way on top here, Bjorn, but we know that's not actually the case because batsmen, when they get to 50, they have to retire. They still need 116 or 70 balls. So there's still a big gap there. And there are going to be twists and turns here. So they needed to get ahead of the game because I think Bangalore Lightning are a few batsmen short. Beyond once they get to 6, 7 or 8, they're a few short. So they needed to do the hard work up front. And they've done that bit. They're ahead of the rate, but there's a lot of meat left in this game.
A lot of cricket left. Good momentum for Bangalore Lightning nonetheless. And Faridabad Fantoms need to punch back here. They'll be happy with the wicket. Need to get string a few dot balls together, a few singles here and there, and build some pressure back. So when the risky shot starts coming out.
Well, caught and bowled.
That is a fantastic grab.
You're going for the double play, Bjorn, but he went to the wrong end. You can't get the same batsman out twice.
I think he was just trying to get rid of the ball there. I think it stung his hands.
Watch the replay here. Hit back sharply. He actually could have got, if he went the other end, Bjorn, he could have actually, there was actually a double play opportunity. Just a little one at the back of the hand, maybe a little indoor cricket move there would have done the job.
I think so. I think when he looks at the replays of that fantastic catch, he'll think he's missed a trick there.
Bjorn, we're just saying that the game, lots of twists and turns, and there's one of them. Now suddenly Faridabad Fantoms, I feel, are back on top in this game. As young Arstead comes to the crease. Sure, everyone back in Haslington in the UK will be eating their breakfast and watching Ben bat.
So that's a good counter punch there from the Phantoms, and they've got the scoreboard pressure. It's starting to build. So tell us about Ben Eisted. Wayne, you played a bit of cricket with the youngster.
I played against him. My club in the UK and Haslington have had some good battles over the years. He sledged me quite a lot over the years.
It's disrespectful, Wayne.
Yeah, it's always a competitive game on the field, but we always have a drink afterwards. But when I first started playing against Ben, he was a youngster, and it's been good to see his cricket career progress over the years. Competitor, he loves the battle, and he's got a good cricket head on his shoulders, and it's great to see him out here playing. He has to actually fly back tonight, back to the UK, so he got some leave off work, and he's been good through this tournament. He dropped a sitter today, so I quite enjoyed actually seeing that, because I know
You can remind him during the season, about to start in the UK. What an experience for the youngster. He's got a big job to do out there in the middle. Fair enough for the bowler. Fair enough. Batsman creeping there. Just didn't take the bails off. Gave him a little warning. I think that's fair enough. It's well played.
Well bowled and well played. So this is the ebbs and flows of last man stands. Beyond, I think Phantoms are slightly ahead. I just don't know why I feel that, but it's tough going at 9s and 10s the whole time, because if they had batted all the way down to 8, I'd feel that the Bangalore side are ahead, but they just don't have the batting depth that some of the other teams have.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure on these two batsmen. We need a 50 definitely from one of them, preferably for both of them to get a 50 here to take them close, take them deep into the game. Whereas Faridabad just need a couple wickets and they'll feel well on top here with the scoreboard pressure. 112 from 65 balls.
That's great,
no easy.
this is what Astor done well there. He's got the senior pro at the other end in the form of Raheja, and he was happy for the one, but you've got to run your 2s in last man stands, especially Asted. He's an accumulator when he gets going to start. He's not a big hitter of the ball, and if he takes the 2s out of the games, it really does put pressure on him. So Raheja's going to have to get on his bike here. He's going to have to start running.
And the 2s in last man stands really annoy the bowlers. They always think that their fielders could have done better, and that's when they start making mistakes in their line and length.
It's actually a great last shot there from Ben, gone deep in his crease.
It's another 2. It's good running. It's great cricket from Bangalore Lightning.
I don't think Raheja's too happy with that. He's calling for the gas mask.
And see, the bowler's changed his line now. He's trying something different. He's not happy with those 2 2s in a row. That's exactly what you want as the batting team.
Oh, clever there from Asted. Great batting.
That's 1-0 to Eisted there. He's going over the bowler. He's made him do something different. Opened up a gap for him. Very clever batting.
And this is great to see, Bjorn, because a lot of people think last man stands cricket's all about slogging, but when you're playing it at a high level here where there's good bowlers and everyone's on the boundary, a lot of skill comes into it. You can't just try and murder every ball for 4 or 6. You've got to be looking for where the gaps are on the field.
100%. 8 off the last 3 balls there. Not a
With
shot
low
played
risk.
and no risk.
Beautiful shot again. He
just-
wants 2. Raheja.
Just will be calling for water just now.
No, so the Raheja is almost as old as you and I are, Bjorn, so he won't be enjoying this now.
I would definitely be calling for the water. New gloves. He looks a bit fitter than me though. This time he's definitely only taking 1.
I think Raheja said, well, no matter what happens, next ball I'm not running 2, Ben.
It's the end of the over. It's stealing the strike nicely there.
And watch how slowly Raheja's walking to the non-strikers end there. I think he might have a 5-minute talk there.
It's a fist pump, but it's also he's catching his breath.
He's marking down showing his experience here. He's given us time to have a little ad break here, Bjorn. Maybe you can talk us through the join now, son.
We've got last man stands cricket leagues all around the world, and if you're keen to play this format of the game, just log on to our website, lastmanstands.com/join. Sign up and we'll put you into a team, or you can add your own team. Leagues all across the world, starting up here in India. We've got the UK season about to kick off. Leagues in South Africa, Australia, New Zealand, Singapore. Let's watch this delivery here.
What Ben done well here, Ben, he's got himself off to quite a fast start, so he now doesn't have to. I wonder if he's aware of that, but he doesn't really have to take too much risk here. He's just got to keep doing what he's doing, take it as deep as possible.
It's a great shot from Raheja there. Stabbed it down.
Oh, and they've thrown it to the wrong end.
And that's pressure from
Yeah.
Ben, who was looking for the second. It was never a second on, but because he's turned.
And the keeper has not been informed that the bowler's done the right thing by running to the keeper's end. I think, who's maybe guilty there's maybe the middle fielder should be running up to the stumps there. If once he's seen the bowler go to the other end, or maybe just a shout to the keeper to say, listen, they're not going for the 2.
Oh, the keeper should have had a look there. That's a great shot there. It's just well bowled as well. He's pushed it a bit wide. Saw the batsman coming down.
So 97 required from 57. Keep an eye on that gap. They have managed to keep it less than 2 a ball. You're always in the game when it's less than 2 a ball. Ben cuts hard. That's a great shot off the back foot, Bjorn. What a shot that is.
Sliced the fielders in half there and raced away to the boundary.
He's just stayed on it, played it as late as possible, and he really knows where the boundaries are, where the fielders are here. Bjorn, he's working these fielders around. Now they've see a slight field change. They've got their field a bit squarer, so which means there's the third man comes back into the equation here.
Ben moves his feet so nicely in the crease there. Again, back and across.
Oh, that could be hit. Oh, that's directed. That's out. Oh, my word. That's brilliant fielding.
Dinesh Rahej is not going to be happy with that. It's unlucky for him. He's had a great little cameo knock, 25 or 14. Run out there from superb fielding from Faridabad Fantoms.
I think there was 2 there, but it's not often you get a direct hit from the boundary. But Rahej, I think he's just suffering from all the previous 2s there.
This is the 4th one, so possibly a bit slow in his turn, but great one-handed pickup, and what a release. Oh, he's not even in the frame.
I think if it wasn't direct hit, he probably would have got in, but that's an unbelievable bit of fielding there. That definitely needs to go into the highlights reels for later. That'll be, every day there's been the top 10 moments of the day. And I'll be surprised if that doesn't feature there, Bjorn.
That'll definitely be in that highlights reel, but your team, like in a match like this, you need a winning moment, and that could be the winning moment for Faridabad Fantoms. It could just change the momentum here. That's a huge wicket.
It's a huge wicket, Bjorn, because this is the last recognised pen now at the crease, and now there's huge pressure on Arstead here because he might feel if another wicket is going to be all on him. But young Sharma can bat. He can bat. So these 2 youngsters in the Bangalore side, good all-rounders. And oh no, I think they've sent the keeper in. They've sent in Gupta. So correction, yeah, they've still got Sharma to come. So their top 6, it's a 7 and 8 where it falls away a bit. So they've still got a bit of a. They just need someone to stay with Arstead, Bjorn.
Yeah, he looks all right, off the mark.
So they've got one more accomplished batsman to come after this, in the form of Sharma. So this is just a case of taking it deep now, Bjorn.
Taking it deep. He's got to just carry on where Rahej left off.
Jesus, what a shot that is from Ben. Ben's on fire here.
That's Ben's best shot so far. He's can play all around the ground. He looks like a very accomplished batsman. Let's have a look at his feet here. It's just.
You'll be looking at the highlights reels later, Bjorn, no doubt about that. That's a great shot.
Looks like a really handy batsman. Bueno, I think you need to try and recruit him for Port Sunlight. Looks very useful.
He actually mentioned to me earlier on that he's looking to join us. So he said just don't tell the guys at Haslington.
Yeah. Very impressive so far. That's well clipped off his legs there. Field's got a bit of work to do down at backward square leg. Great arm. His fielding has been superb from Faridabad Fantoms. Ben's on 24 from 12. On strike.
And he's making these fielders run about here, but Ben just needs to keep his head here.
It's the first shot that he hasn't really hit sweetly.
That was, I'm sure he knows this, but his wicket's crucial here. He needs to get that 50 beyond. Even if he takes a bit longer than normal now to get to the 50, he can play a little bit more boring cricket for a little bit here, because if he gets out, you would think it could be curtains for Bangalore Lightning. They're ahead of the run rate, but wickets in hand are an issue here.
Uh, 84 from 50 balls. It's game on for both teams. And it is crucial that he gets his 50 there. It'll just be a little bit of a breather for the batsman coming in. A lot of runs to get. It should be doable if they get one in the bank. This could be a very exciting finish. Stay tuned. Got 10 overs to go.
I really genuinely can't pick a winner from here, Bjorn. I think the wicket column is in Faridabad Fantoms' favour, mainly due to the depth of the Bangalore lineup, but the run rate's in Bangalore Lightning's favour.
That's why Ben's innings here is so crucial. And that's more to your point on he mustn't play anything, no silly shots required. He's doesn't need to, from what I've seen. He can play risk-free shots on the ground, run twos, hit fours, and that's got to be his game plan here for the next 5 overs at least.
Yeah, just much of the same. He's got 25 from 13 without really taking any gambles. Been very fluent through the offside, Bjorn.
Superb hands, superb footwork. He's batting on middle. It's good guard to take in these conditions.
Big shot for LBW. That's very high. Didn't have much going for it there. But the new bowler, yeah. Bjorn, can you just confirm who the new bowler is?
That's Kamesh Vurupaka, and he's a useful bowler for Faridabad Fantoms. And he rushed Ben there a bit. Good delivery. Slower ball and well played by Gupta. He's just got down on one knee, waited for it and played it very fine. That's a superb shot there.
What the Bangalore Lightning have done well, yeah, Bjorn, is every batsman that's come in from 3 to 5 has managed to just get off to a fast start, and that takes the pressure off them, you know, and not with the big Hubo in the swing, just kept his eyes still there, and there wasn't too much risk in that shot there, was there, Bjorn, because it's going down leg and just helped it on his way.
Great shot. He's on strike again. That's a better line there. Vurupaka coming back nicely.
The run rate required still over 8 though, Bjorn, so this game is very much in the balance.
I think we're in for an exciting finish. Rhythm Gupta is looking in great form. It's a lovely shot on the onside. Just the one.
Yeah, I really think they've got their batting lineup spot on here, have the Bangalore Lightning. They've moved Ben from opening down to 4, and I like the reasoning behind that. And so far it's proven it to be...
Vurupaka is causing a few problems there.
They've got a bit of time here just to go 6s and 7s for a few overs here, Bjorn. Just to take it as deep as possible.
Good over that from Kamesh. Just a 6 off it. Score is 102 for 3 after 11, 78 or 45, and certainly agree with you, Eno. It's exactly what's needed. Take it deep.
Oh, that's a superb shot here by Gupta. And Kohli has bowled 2 overs for 24 and make that 30 now of 2.1. He's been expensive and he hasn't bowled that badly, but they've just taken a liking to him. Bjorn, that's what we were saying in the previous game. The spinners that have given the ball a bit of flight have coming for some tap. You've got to go a bit flatter on these wickets. There we go, adjusted well.
And if you are going to toss it up, I think it's got to be shorter. That was too full the previous delivery. Give it a chance to turn.
Yeah, so they've got the 6 of the over. They're ahead of the game. Arsted just needs to keep himself... Oh, I was just saying that Arsted, he didn't need to do that. They were ahead of the game and Arsted's just given the momentum back to the Faridabad Fantoms. And that completes the tournament for Ben Arsted, but he can be very proud of himself.
He's batted superbly there. It's unfortunate. That's a massive moment in the match. We're trying to get a replay there. We lost our signal temporarily, so we missed that wicket, but we'll see if our camera crew can work some magic here to show you what happened there. Well batted to Young Eisted. Great little knock. We're disappointed though nonetheless. He's looking in such good nick.
Yeah, he just didn't need to do that. I think he will feel a little bit aggrieved with themselves there. He was going so well. They'd got the 6 of the over. They got a single. He just needed to knock it around, but that completes the tournament for Ben Eisted. He'll be on a plane back to the UK tonight, and he really would have enjoyed his tournament here. He might be right up there in the all-rounder rankings. The new batsman Sharma starts well. So Bangalore Lightning have taken a bit of time in this tournament to get their combinations, but they've got a good combination here with their top 6, and you feel that this is the partnership, Bjorn. This is the partnership that needs to see them home.
Crucial. It's well bowled.
They've got Mohammed Popal still to come, who's more known for his leg spinners.
Right. Cometh the man, cometh the hour. He's going to have to bat here, one would say. 70 or 40, unless these two guys, Gupta and Sharma, can bat out the innings.
Yeah, one thing that's actually in their favour, Bjorn, is that they've...
That's the wicket. Just come down the track, Ben did, and bowled him. Well done to the camera crew and the live streaming lads, getting us that highlight there. Got it now.
So I apologise for a bit of a signal failure earlier. You missed the wicket there, Ben Eisted. He tried to hit one all the way to England there, but he missed it and he got poled.
Kamesh, Vidurupaka there, losing his line and length. He's charging in again.
Sharma, he's got something about him, does Sharma. He was a good bowler. And just a little backfoot punch there, Beyond. The wicket looks like it's really coming onto the bat nicely. That a ball just coming onto the bat nicely here, Beyond.
Yeah, he's got good hands through the ball, good wicket. He's gonna. It looks like it suits his play. So it's short, chopped away.
Fielder does well out there.
Sharma looks very useful though. I think they won't be too nervous in the dugout if he's still in. 67 or 38 balls. Big dot ball.
So Beyond, tomorrow is the knockouts quarterfinals, and then Wednesday is the semi-final and finals. And got word coming in here as we see Pandy hit this one out, well fielded out that extra cover. We've got word that there's going to be a band coming in and some music, so there's going to be entertainment. Now that the forecast is clear, we can get some drums and some music in here. Might get Ross Cowood to do a bit of dancing.
He's told me he's bought his dancing shoes, and that ball is dancing all the way to the boundary. It's a thick outside edge. They don't mind how they come.
And yeah, so tomorrow's going to be good. I think the weather's set fair, and we just got to hope that we avoid one of those downpours. There's a slight chance of some thunder showers tomorrow afternoon.
It should be a cracking day's cricket, so if you're in the Gowan region, come down to the ballpark, watch some fantastic cricket that's going to be on offer. I've been really impressed with the teams, some incredible talent on display, mixture of youth and age and experience, and Delhi Lions look going to be a hard outfit to beat. Well bowled. Well played.
Yeah, so Ahuja is having a good game yet. He's bowled well. He's bowled the right length so far. That could be hard to think. Oh, that's a big moment in the game. They're beyond very big moments.
So Rhythm Gupta, 19 off 10. Leg spinner dropped it short there, and he thought he would capitalize. Probably wasn't necessary. Needed to take it deep. Had to generate all the pace there. Got a bit too close to his body. Piyush Sharma, joined by the crease by the next batsman in.
This is Sahil.
Sahil.
I haven't seen too much of his batting. When I did speak to him, he did say he was a bowler.
So
Doesn't mean he can't bat, but he didn't describe himself as a batsman. And then we've got Mohammed Popal waiting in the wings. He's flown all the way from the UK. He was the first man to put his name down for the Bangalore side.
Thought he would have come in at number 7, Mo Pupple, but giving someone else a chance here. It's tossed up. It's a good delivery. First up.
And this is always going to be the problem for the Bangalore side when I think number 7 and 8, there's a bit of a drop off from the top 6. So it's all going to be on Sharma here, I think.
He's off the mark. Sahil Seth.
There's a lot of pressure on the young Sharma here. Pushes Sharma. He's in a local academy here in India. He's got a good reputation as a youngster. More known for his bowling, but to me he showed already that he's got something about him with the bat, but I don't think he's going to get too many twos out of Sahil Seth, which is going to make it tougher for him when he wants to run twos. You can see he wants to run twos, but you've got to look at the personnel on the other end.
Yeah, it's a lot of work to do for these two. They certainly don't need a run out here. It's 121 for 5, chasing 180. Sharma on strike. He's on 6 from 7. Needs to get going. It's going to be short.
Now Sahil's gone. He's put the big long strides in.
Easy 2.
So he's got a 2 of the first ball. If you can find a boundary or 4 or 6 of the second ball, you get yourself ahead early in the over. Take a bit of pressure off.
He's come down the track there.
Bowler did well just to adjust his length there, beyond. Kohli's been the more expensive of the Faridabad Fantoms bowlers.
Coming back nicely.
Oh, they all count.
That's exactly what the Bangalore Lightning needed there. A welcome boundary.
So he'll set just working one off the outside edge there.
It's well bowled by Kohli. I think Seth, it's not the worst shot. Just needs to get a bit closer to the ball there. They've got to get boundaries. 52 from 27. Maybe take it a bit deeper, but
I do think he's got license here, Ben. While
yeah.
Sharma's there, just go big.
Oh, this is good.
Just got an interesting cell phone ring in the background going on. Good from Sharma. Not panicking yet. Not panicking yet. The longer the game goes on in these games, beyond the more pressure on the bowlers.
That's 100%. Just thinking that they can actually work the 1s and 2s. If the shot's not there to hit, as long as he stays in, they've got a chance. It's 12 off the last ball. So if you get down to the last over,
needing 20,
then you're in with a shout.
That's the thing. So you break it down from here. They need 50 of 25. But let's just say of the last over, they need 20. You can get 12 off the last ball, so very much in this year. They don't need to panic. Now that normally would be an opportunity for 2, but I don't think Sahil Seth's going to be interested at all.
Good call, sends him back. Piyush Sharma wanted the second, but
And this is why I think Sahil Seth's got a bit of license here. If he's not going to be running 2s, he's going to have to try and find a boundary.
it's a good bounce up.
So that's 1 for the over. And just slow ball there from Sodhi. Good all-round cricketer. Beyond he batted superbly earlier.
Looks useful. And that was well done by Seth. Didn't want to get a dot ball, wasn't there, got some bat on it. Rotated the strike.
Cut away. Might be 4. Field comes around. Swoop in well out there.
Good 2 runs though.
This is good from Sharma. Not panicking. And realizing that just 1s and 2s for the time being still keeps you in the game. It's just over 2 a ball. Same shot, but they've got the third man field a lot squarer now.
It's a good looking shot. What an arm. 46 off 21. 45 off 20. Correction. So it's the end of the 16th. 4 overs to go. A lot of cricket left here. It's going to be an interesting finish.
45 from 20. Which basically means 33 from 19 beyond. The last ball you can hit for 6 or 12. I think if they're going to win it, they're going to need to go. Oh! That's out of here!
It's going to be on the roof.
It's waiting for the noises over the roof beyond.
Fantastic strike. Well, good use of the feet there. Let's have a look at this replay. Beautiful shot.
It's given that the full Monty.
Crowd enjoyed that. You can hear them singing in the background there, singing his praises. Bit of pressure on the bowler here now.
And he's got the boundary early in the over, which means he I don't know how he's going to see this. He might take a luck into the off spinner, but he might also think that he's got the ability just to knock it around for a few here beyond. But they've gone for the cap. So what's your thoughts on how he should play for? Does he go again, or does he just try and?
No, I think he's got the 1 for the over. They only need another 5 or 6 off this over. He's going to push it around, look for 1s and 2s. If it's there, you'll hit it. But this could be a mistake. Is there a fielder there?
You did say that, Bjorn, and he's going to rue that. Disappointed with that. Just a little bit of inexperience there. Didn't need to try and take on that shot, but saying that the ball was there to be hit, Bjorn.
I think it was the wrong shot there. I think he should have just got the boundary off the over. Pressure was on the bowler. A single there, and there's still pressure on the bowler. So lapse in concentration. They don't have. Got Mo coming in now.
It's tough though, because when you're out there as a batsman and you look and you need 39 from 19, and you're a bit inexperienced in this format, you feel you got to go, and you do need to go, but you've got that last over option with the 12 of the last ball, and you want to make sure you're giving yourself the best chance to do that. You're not going to win the game before the last over here.
I think he could have. Yeah, I mean it's easy over here. I think maybe could have tried to work it a bit finer down the leg there. Could have got 1 or 2 there. There's no fine leg. Got a deep square leg. So it's not smart cricket, but he'll learn from this and come back stronger.
And he has the moment beyond Mohammed Popal, the first man to put his name on the team sheet for the Bangalore Lightning.
He's going to enjoy this moment out there. Savor the moment, Mr. Popal. Enjoy it. You've got it all to do. 39 off 18. It's not over yet, folks. Not with Mo at the crease. And Big Seth
So Mohammed Popal plays his LMS cricket in London. He tossed up a few leg spinners earlier. Lovely, lovely guy. Saw him at the hotel earlier, and I hope he gets a few here, Bjorn. He's not renowned for his batting,
Well,
but
all the batsmen have got off to good starts, and I'm expecting nothing less here.
I think there'll be a lot of people wishing Mo all the best here.
I think we could be in for some fireworks. So a little bit of anticipation in the air with the crowd. A bit of silence here as they watch this
Oh, a
intently.
little shuffle down the way.
Good running from the experienced men, Seth and Popal.
A little shimmy there by Mo there. Just dropped the left shoulder.
38 from 17. 2 balls left in the over. It's good cricket from Seth.
And he's feeding the strike back to Popal.
The senior player. Last ball of the over. You're going to see a boundary here. Mo's going to come down the wicket and smash it for 6 here. No. Oh, if he had stepped inside a little bit, there would have been a wide.
What's happened there?
Has he bowled him?
Don't know how he's bowled, but somehow he's bowled. No, I don't think that was
I don't think
bowled.
he
What's happened there?
I think the
They're calling for the third umpire, but so Mo Popal has obviously seen a bit of AB de Villiers' bat. He's shuffled to go low offside, and then he's come back across. Watch this little gamesmanship by Mo Popal, yeah.
he actually had won the little psychological battle there, just didn't execute.
Yeah. Thinking's right. That's got to be a wide.
Got to be over head height there. Yes, good call there by the umpire. Good bounce and carry though.
So Bjorn, even now if you had wickets in hand, you'd still feel you got a chance, and that's when you're sitting on the sideline and when you got out, you just think, oh, why did I do that?
A few men will be thinking that this could be out.
This could be a double play. Mo's going to have to get... Oh, okay.
It's well placed again by Seth, finding the gaps. Yeah, I think there's, a number of batsmen out there that could have taken Bangalore Lightning all the way.
So Bjorn, where's Mo going to go here? He's gone offside, he's gone leg side, he's got a few different innovations as the bowler runs up. Watch him closely here, folks.
Could be a reverse lap off the pace bowler. Tries to dab it down to third man. It's a good option.
I like that option. Any bat on that, that's 4.
Now, the third man is very wide. It's to the left of the big light pole. Stadium lights. Unlucky. Thinking he's right. Needs to get a bit closer to it, get his head to the ball.
Come on, Mo. Everyone's wishing you on your bud.
Go again, Sodi. I think he needs to go full and straight here. What can he do? Oh, he's
Shot Mo! Backward fielder's coming around. Oh, and he's forced the drop catch. All happening here at ballpark.
charged down the wicket there. Hit him.
Do you think they could be regretting that drop catch there, Bjorn?
I think so. I think momentum swing to the Lightning here. That's
Oh,
four
there we
ball.
go, there we go.
Experience of Seth, just finding the gaps again. He just knows he's got to get bat on ball. He's not doing anything crazy.
So 2 experienced campaigners out there.
It's just 30 off 10 balls. So 3 runs a ball will do it for the Lightning.
So be on 30 of 10. Break that down. The next 9, if they get 18 to a ball, and then give yourself a chance for a 12 of the last. So it's only 2 a ball effectively. You probably think they need 4 boundaries from here, Bjorn. 4 boundaries, maybe 5.
Keep on doing what they're doing. They're rotating the strike. The boundaries are coming, so no need to panic for these 2 at the crease here. A lot of pressure on Kamesh,
So-
Rupaka.
Mohammed Popal, I'm sure his family in England are tuned in watching this game. Oh, that was there. That's his area.
Well, ball's looking for the Y, but it's inside the line there, Mo. You get a little bit of bats on that. It's 4 runs.
It's the right idea. He's just not executing. Beyond, that's all you can do is give yourself the best opportunity.
Second a sneaky single there. Got Mo off strike there.
So the umpires under pressure. They think that's a dead ball. I think that's common sense as prevailed. I do think that is a dead ball. He was just passing the ball back to the bowler.
Kamesh won't miss the next one that comes back to him. The Mo, his problem here is
He likes the dab.
Ball.
Yeah.
He's got the right idea, but he's got to watch it.
Good try there for going for the Dilshan there. Any bat on that would have been 4. So now you can see they've got the field at square leg. They're moving him very fine.
He needs to get Seth on strike here. That's 4 dots in a row. It's Kamesh is on fire here.
So Mo Popal, can he find a boundary of this last ball of the over? Can he keep the game alive here?
Oh, well bowled. No luck there for Mo. Great bowling though by Kamesh. But Durupaka will be happy with that. So Seth's on strike. 30 from 5. There's Ben in the hats and Piyush and Sharma. All the guys. If they're just one of them, it could have carried on. Would have been in with a shout here. Let's have a look at that.
So 30 from 5. This one needs to travel.
A game of fine margins. It's well bowled. Stuck that one out there.
So mathematically, still a chance. Needs to go 6, 6, 6 home run. And that completes the game. Faridabad Fantoms are through to the knockout stages. They'll have a match this evening.
Oh, congratulations to Apurv, the team owner. He's going to be very chuffed with that. He's put a lot of work into the side. He's got his friends and family watching. Congratulations to all of them. Big supporters of Faridabad.
Well done for Mo there. Just gets off strike. So Bangalore team were put together fairly last minute there, beyond, with players from all parts of the world coming together, and it's awesome to see them camaraderie and new mates made, and they can be proud of how they've done. Yeah,
They're going to hold their heads high, and they've had a fantastic tournament.
Oh, and most
Scampered back for another single there. That's good running.
and for those of you who have joined this broadcast and don't play Last Man Stands, if you want to register and get involved, Last Man Stands join. And beyond, the next game up here is the Joburg Jets in the yellow there. They'll be taking on who they're playing in their last game, Jaipur Dolphins.
Jaipur Dolphins, be a tough game for them, but they're desperate for a win. They're hungry for it, and it should be a cracking game, and all the best to both teams in the next game. Join us in a few moments for the forthcoming match.